Hey everybody, welcome to the Book Bar. It's Tuesday night. That means live Star Wars trivia. I'm Justin. With me as always is my brother Tyler. Tyler, what's happening tonight?
What's happening tonight, Justin, is that might have been our best crawl yet. I absolutely love that. It's just spot on. It's too good. And what a great way to start us off to do a little Star Wars trivia, because it's Tuesday night. And as you know, people have been playing Star Wars trivia every Tuesday night for thousands of years, and we continue that tradition here, and I could not be more excited. Justin, tonight, what's on tap? What do we have going?
Well, we're doing everyone's favorite Star Wars movie.
Everybody loves this one.
Right? Everybody loves this one. The Last Jedi. That's right. The Last Jedi, episode 8. We both have expressed very mixed emotions about this movie in the past. And I'm going to leave the controversial opinions for you. And I'm just going to say that it's fine for what it is. It has its problems. And I'm just going to totally sit on the fence this week, I think.
You know what I'm going to say to all you viewers out there, to those in the chat, what's up, fellas? Good to have you here.
What's up, everybody?
Millions watching around the world. You don't come here just for the Last Jedi trivia. We're going to have some fun. We got a Frederick fact check. We got an all-new sign-off coming up. We're going to have some laugh. We're going to have some drinks, probably too many drinks, because that's how we do it here.
That's right. New material tonight. We got new material tonight. Yeah.
New material. And, of course, as you always say, Justin, what's on tap has a double meaning because, we're the BookBarBros, so we like to drink. And tonight, Justin, I have a Sheboygan Brewing Company Blueberry Cream Ale. Look at that beast here. Picture of a sailboat on the front.
A sailboat.
Orange colors. It's very calming, very zen. I like it. It's going to put me in the right state of mind.
I like it.
Absolutely dominate this Star Wars trivia. This was the one where I came within a skosh of perfection.
A skosh is accurate. I think you were so close, as you have been on 2 or 3 occasions.
A couple occasions.
Where you have come down to a single bonus level question and then missed it, blown it, cried yourself to sleep. But each week you always come back. Well, 2 weeks you always come back with another strong but not perfect performance. So we'll see. We'll see how you do tonight.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm definitely one of those. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Like those football players who are about to run in the end zone and they drop the ball, celebrating just before they cross the line. I'm that guy. Only I've done it several times, and it's very embarrassing.
You should have been cut a long time ago.
You know what? But today is the day where we redeem ourselves.
I have a classic Tyler go-to. The Blue Moon Belgian White Ale, made with bits of real moon, so you know it's good. And I have one of our favorites, the Sam Adams Cherry Wheat on deck. These are both leftovers from a wedding that Tyler and I attended for a family member of ours. Indeed. And there was lots of liquor there, not beer. And so our wonderful wives, made a run for us. They went to the liquor store, got some beer, and we tailgated the wedding. And it was a lot of fun. And congratulations to our family member who got married. We love you.
Indeed. Cheers. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
That's right.
And Justin, we got to get some music popping.
Where's that's right. Music? Where's my music? Wait. We
got to have some tunage, man. What the heck? Oh, look at that. We got the luau, too, in the chat. Is that what we got there?
Yeah, what's up, Luau? Ginger Pops, Templar, Ray. What's going on, everybody? Bantha Boy, Doc Brown. What's going on? So, all right. Well, now every week we've given everyone homework moving forward, and that is that you have to tell one random stranger about the BookBarBros. And if you are the Pop Sith specifically, you have to wear a BookBarBros t-shirt, and you have to go around your neighborhood, and you have to find someone and tell them pantsless. Those are the rules. We didn't write them. We'll check in with Pop Sith soon to make sure that he accomplished that. I have told millions of people about us, and Tyler, the results have been overwhelming. No one cares.
Negative. The results have been overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah.
But what can you do but soldier on? We just got to keep on trudging, keep on trucking. And so keep getting out there with your BookBarBro shirts on, pantless. That's the only way we're going to make this thing happen. So hang brain, fellas. All right, go hang dong.
There you go.
And spread the word, okay? Because that's how we're going to take this thing to the tippy top by showing your tippy dong. You know what I mean?
There we go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it together.
Yep.
And moving right along is our next segment, Frederick's Fact Check. For those of you that may not be familiar, we have a fact checker. His name is Frederick. He's the best in the business. What Frederick does is he goes over our previous week's streams to look for any inaccuracies, false or misleading statements that Tyler or I may have made, because unlike so many other people in the world today, if we get something wrong, we turn around and we make it right. Frederick fact checks it. He sends a report to Tyler. Tyler summarizes it and he shares it with us on stream. Tyler, what did Frederick have to say about last week? And by the way, is he back? Is he feeling good? Is he doing okay?
He is okay. It turned out that those were not death sticks that he had. They were actually just glow sticks, but that was only after they had done a full cavity search, so he couldn't sit down for a week. But you know what? He's back home, and he is fact-checking. He's just doing it at a stand-up desk. So here we go,
Fantastic.
We have Frederick here, and he says, first up, Tyler did not sleep with Brock Lesnar's wife. Now, Justin, I think that there was a bit of a miscommunication here that I'd like to clear up. So I didn't say I slept with Brock Lesnar's wife. I said I slept with his fife. A fife, of course, being a high-pitched flute, similar to a piccolo. It's kind of a shrill tone used chiefly to accompany drums in a marching band. Anyway, I slept with Brock Lesnar's, and it was a great experience. It was wonderful.
Now, I think I speak for everyone who's watching this, whether they're watching this live or on the replay. Actually, I have several questions. One, how did you come into the possession of Brock Lesnar's fife? And two,
well, first off, Justin,
why sleep with it? Why sleep with it?
A gentleman never tells.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
That's all I'll say about that.
We're moving on.
You don't go sleeping with people's fifes and bragging about it. That's all I'm saying. I was a little drunk on last week's stream, and so I started talking about sleeping with the fife. But I probably shouldn't have brought it up. It's just kind of a private thing between me and Lesnar's fife.
Hey, fair enough.
So anyway, there it is. Jess. So there's that. Next up, Frederick says, last week Tyler said, quote, the main thing the Coen brothers want people to take away from The Big Lebowski is that pissing on rugs leads to adventure. Now, Frederick says here, there doesn't seem to be any interview in any format anywhere where the Coen brothers say that. And,
really?
Well, to that, Frederick, I'd say that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah. Boom. Everybody, that was a good one. Well done.
Suck it, Frederick.
It's nice to hand it back to Frederick every once in a while.
Isn't that nice?
But yeah, it's also not true that it doesn't lead to adventure either. Who knows? Maybe that was picked up on a hot mic. I don't know.
Right. Like, did he really scour every single interview the Coen brothers have ever had? Probably, because this is Frederick we're talking about. But maybe private conversations? Did he bug those to know? Also, probably yes. But what about
on someone's iPhone?
Right. But what about, conversations happening internally within the Coen brothers' own minds? I don't know that Frederick has the ability to read minds.
Yeah,
I
don't think he has.
I know that he's working at it, though. Yeah. So anyway, finally, Frederick says here, last week Justin mentions that he never misses a scene of Star Wars by blinking with alternating eyes. But Frederick says that given the involuntary nature of blinking, he finds this to be so highly unlikely as to be absurd. And then additionally, he says that Tyler mentioned that in order to make sure he never misses a single scene of Star Wars, he uses the same apparatus they used in A Clockwork Orange to hold his eyes open. And in fact, looks like Frederick says they have a picture demonstrating what this might look like, a recreation here. Yeah, so it's the apparatus from A Clockwork Orange.
Kylo Ren, okay.
That's Carrie putting droplets into my eyes. She has very manly hands. And then that's me watching Star Wars on a TV, so I don't miss a single scene. I think that seems totally plausible, and it's what I do. But Frederick says here, this eye-opening apparatus is actually called a Kratz-Barakur eye speculum, and Tyler does not own one. However, and get this, Justin, you can own your very own BookBarBros eye speculum right now. There it is.
No way, look at that.
BookBarBros eye speculum that you can pick up today. You just have to go to your local Brookstone and ask for the BookBarBros eye speculum, and they can get one from the back, and you could own one this yourself. So, Justin, make sure you never miss a scene of Star Wars. Pick up a BookBarBros eye speculum today. And Justin, that's not all. That is not all. Because if you buy one in the next 30 minutes, we will throw in the BookBarBros eye drops free of charge.
Wow.
So get that. I mean, come on.
I mean, come on, folks. You can't go wrong with this. Oh, my goodness. We do so much for our viewers and our fans. This is absolutely unbelievable. Now, I got to be honest. Brookstone it's so hard to get them to discount anything. I can't even believe they allowed you to throw in this amazing gift with the eye opener. That is absolutely incredible. Wow.
Yeah, well, Justin, part of it was I threw in some Bantha Jerky t-shirts to a few of the high-level people in at Brookstone. Some of the executives threw them some Bantha Jerky t-shirts. Of course, they're all big fans of the show. Did that, and they're like, you know what? We'll allow this special deal for the eye speculums with the BookBarBros eye drops. So really worked out great for us, for them, and for all of you at home. So make sure you pick those up because you got to stop missing things in Star Wars. It's too good. It's too important. Hold your eyes open permanently. Use the eye drops to keep them nice and moist. And Justin, with that, put that in your spiked milk and drink it. That's a Frederick fact check.
Wow. Well done. Welcome back, Frederick. And well done reporting that there, Tyler. And again, an excellent deal for you, the viewer at home. Get your eye speculum, whatever it's called. Hold your eyes open with the BookBarBros eye drops. Unbelievable. What a package.
Great stuff.
And now, with all this new information we have this week, which is so exciting, we also are excited to announce the addition of a new sponsor here in the BookBarBros. We all know that Bantha Jerky, of course, has been sponsoring us for some time. We love Bantha Jerky. Pick it up at your local Whole Foods. Yep. But we have a new sponsor, Tyler, and that, of course, is Big League Chewy. Big League Chewy.
There it is. Big League Chewy from Wookiee of the Year, Chewbacca. None other than Chewbacca himself. This is just an amazing treat. Now, it is made by Wookiees for Wookiees. But that doesn't mean that you can't eat it at home as well. I mean, for instance, Happy Meals are made for children, but I eat those because they're the only meals that come with toys, right? So all I'm saying is it doesn't matter who it's made for. You at home can eat it too. Pick up some Big League Chewy. Today, I believe it's sold anywhere where tobacco-themed products are marketed to children. So just look for that, and you will find it.
Yeah, so basically just look anywhere, and you'll be able to find some Big League Chewy. I can't wait to just watch kids playing t-ball running around with that Big League Chewy in their lips, spitting all over the ball field. Oh my goodness, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Well, welcome.
Just warms my heart.
Welcome to the show, Big League Chewy. We appreciate you so much. And with that, we're moving right along. It's time for some Star Wars trivia. How do I get rid of Big League Chewy? Oh, there he goes. Okay.
But Justin, before we do, I think you started a trend last week that I think we need to continue this week. We always have our last call before the last round. I think we need to have a starting cheers. And before we dive into trivia, let's have a little cheers. Let's have a little drink.
Our opening cheers.
This thing. All right.
Everybody at home, pick it up, whatever it is you're drinking, alcoholic or not alcoholic. Cheers to you before we get going, Tyler. Good luck. Here we go.
Thank you, buddy.
That's not bad.
That's the right way to start a stream.
Yeah, I got about 40% or so down there, I would say. So
that's the right way to start a stream. All right.
That's right. We only get funnier the more intoxicated we become. I think Frederick would fact check that one. You know what I'm saying?
But if he chooses not to, that's fine.
Well, he's a bitch.
Whoa. Okay, we got to stay on the right side of Frederick here. Okay, he wields a lot of power in the fact-checking game.
All right, well, here we go. Star Wars Trivia, The Last Jedi. Tyler is up. Now, before we get into it, of course, as always, we have to tell everyone how BookBar Trivia works. And as always, Tyler, that's your job, so fire away!
BookBar Trivia, Justin, consists of 4 rounds. The first round is the Youngling level. This level consists of 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. These questions are where a Star Wars fan that watched the movie recently should have a very good shot at getting these questions correct. The second round is the Padawan level. There are 5 questions in this round worth 3 points apiece, and these questions are much more difficult, require great attention to detail, as any information that can be gleaned from the movie itself can be used as a question. This means even something said only once or in a passing breath is fair game. The third round is the Jedi Knight level. There are 5 questions worth 6 points apiece in this round, and these questions are not for the faint of heart, as anything considered canon for the movie is fair game. This means supplemental reading is absolutely required for success in this round. And the fourth and final round is the Jedi Master level. 11 points are up for grabs in this round. round, which will consist of multi-part questions to see how deep your Star Wars knowledge goes. Only the most die-hard of fans will have a chance in this round, and if I get every question correct at every level, I will score a perfect 66, and then Justin will have to perform a humiliation of my choosing, and that is Book Bar Trivia. But as always, Justin, don't forget, we encourage the chat to participate. They can give right answers, wrong answers, misleading answers, absurd answers, funny answers, and we can always go to the chat for help. Just have to sift through all the nonsense to do it, and with blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
That's all we've got, folks.
That's it. That's Book Bar Trivia. Let's do it.
All right, question number 1 on the Youngling level. Tyler, are you ready? Let's get you warmed up. Here we go.
Let's do this.
Tyler, this character leads a mutiny against Holdo, but in his defense, I mean, just tell him the freaking plan.
Correct.
Am I right?
Right. Yep.
Am I right?
Absolutely. You know, another thing that got me about the scene too. They're doing the mutiny. They're doing the mutiny.
They're doing a mutiny. Yep.
You know, and that's really how I should say it, because it's just like, oh, they're doing a mutiny. People are just kind of like walking by, going about their business. Yeah. You know, the leader has a gun pointed at her. There's a mutiny going on. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, another mutiny!" Like, can you believe this? Like, geez, you know, I've got lunch in a half hour, kind of thing.
I got to fix the reverse power flux coupling.
Right, exactly. And it's like, wow, no one is worried about this whatsoever. Seems a little strange, but what can you do? But Justin, of course, I know this one. It's none other than Poe Dameron.
Now, Templar here says he watched the movie and he's ready for this. Templar.
Whoa.
All righty. Well, we'll see.
Well, I could absolutely use your help, Templar. So I'm going to look for those answers in the chat, baby. You know, last week, Justin was on his way towards perfection and missed a question that Templar had the right answer to in the chat. So I got to let that be a lesson to myself to make sure.
Templar has also betrayed you several times. So just remember that as well. So
that he has.
Okay.
And,
Tyler, is Poe Dameron your final answer?
That is my final answer. Lock it in.
That is correct. You are 1 for 1. 2 points in the Youngling level.
Okay.
Poe Dameron leads a mutiny against the Holdo, as I call her, and I just don't understand that character. Anywho, moving right along. Question 2. Let's keep warming it up in here. Apparently, Tyler, Yoda didn't destroy these, as we later discover that old Sticky Fingers Ray stole them from Octo.
Sticky Fingers Ray. Yeah, you know, that's one of the Force powers that she brought back, the Force Gank.
Force
you know, she mastered that. That was an old school Jedi power that was long since forgotten that she brought back, and you saw it right here. Duke Leto. Speaking of that, haven't even talked. I'm assuming Templar. You've watched the movie. Have you seen Dune? Want to hear your thoughts in the chat because I did. And
spoiler-free Dune chat. I have not seen it yet. Spoiler-free Dune chat.
Was dead the whole time. Oh my god. He was
Paul
just
Atreides died. He was dead the whole time.
He was just seeing dead people the whole time. And then at the end, you know, the Duke wakes up. It was all just a dream. Who would have thought? No, but seriously, so Templar did see it, and I will tell you, the cinematography, the sound quality, like seriously epic. I've never really seen anything as sharp, as cool. I just loved it. Check it out if you haven't seen it. We should do a show on Dune soon.
Now, but you have seen the Muppets Take Manhattan. You have seen that.
Yeah, and it's a close second.
Oh, okay. But you would put it behind Dune. Wow.
Yeah, but I would put it just behind Dune.
Now,
but yeah,
what about that Muppet movie?
Go see the Muppets
with Melissa McCarthy, where they're the detectives.
Oh god,
what was that movie called?
I forgot about that one. I forgot about that.
Do you remember? I actually remember seeing the previous to that movie and thinking it was going to be hilarious, and then I went and saw it in the theater, and I was like, "This is the dumbest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life."
And so, how many more times did you go to see it after that?
6
more times. That makes sense.
Just in case you play trivia.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but I never saw that one. But I bet if I did, it'd still be ranked pretty high. You know, I'm a sucker for puppets. Right? You put puppets in there, I'm a sucker for it. So, of course, Justin, Yoda didn't destroy the sacred Jedi texts because Rey straight up force ganked him.
Are you sure? Ray says the power converters. You sure it's not that?
And you know what? Again, I gotta my hats off to Ray for naming something that is in
I was
Star
gonna
Wars.
say the exact same thing. He actually named something in Star Wars, which is Ray. Very impressive. I think he is, unintentionally giving plausible answers. Right?
Wouldn't it be funny if he was just trying to name some weird, like, spacey sounding thing? And he's like, "Oh, like that's from Star Wars." I had no idea. Right? It's
Power converter?
just totally made it up. But seriously, we're seeing the evolution of Rey here, right?
That's true. It's been slow, like real evolution, but it's happened.
Many iterations of Rey over the course of millions of years, but here we are. We're seeing it. It's very cool.
And so, Tyler, is your final answer? I believe you said the
sacred Jedi texts.
Tyler, that is absolutely correct. It is the sacred Jedi texts.
All
well
right.
done.
We're cruising right along, baby.
The ancient texts. Here we go. Question numero tres. Tyler, the Casino City Canto Bite is located on this very Star Wars-like named planet. And I think the hint I'm giving there makes sense.
Yep, because it's exactly because it's Bar Wars.
Bar Wars.
The planet is Bar Wars.
Bar Wars. Bar Wars. Bar Wars.
Bar Wars.
Because Slarlars.
Because that's like Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, that one missed, but we're gonna do better.
Remember our sponsor, Bantha. No. Big League Chewy.
Big League
Wookiee of the Year, Chewbacca. Don't forget
the Wookiee of the Year.
We're gonna get a call and be like, don't put up our ad right after you bomb.
They're like, you're associating our product with failure.
Right, like don't after you strike out, because you got to imagine Big League Chewy, like all the executives there, they definitely use baseball puns for everything. Oh, like when they're talking to the people, be like, let's touch base in a minute about that. That guy. Oh, dude, that last advertising round was a real home run. Yeah, right. You're on deck.
Got it. Yeah, no, we could keep going with these baseball puns. Yeah, we got these.
Absolutely. I know some of you might balk at it, but we
can keep
done. Well done. Come on. That's just a little bit of what we got in store for you guys tonight. So anyway, all right, Justin,
what is the Casino City?
Is Cantonica.
Located on Cantonica. Is that your final answer?
Final answer, absolutely.
Tyler, that's absolutely correct. Cantonica, you are 3 for 3 in the Youngling level. 6 points are headed your way total so far. We're moving right along to question number 4. Here we go. Okay. Tyler, this character was set to perish after being sucked into the vacuum of space until the writers decided to have her fly back like Mary Poppins. Yeah. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Well, I mean, you know why that is, Justin. See, I think you fell for this too. A lot of people did. Mary Poppins was a Force user. People don't realize this.
That makes sense. Now I get the connection. It's all connected.
Exactly. It's all interwoven. Mary Poppins could absolutely use the. How else do you make sense of that movie if she's not a Force user? Right, that wouldn't make any sense. She was doing things that do not obey the laws of physics, Justin. No. But she's using the Force. That's why. And so this is a callback to one of the original Jedi, Mary Poppins, who was just an extreme, amazing Force user who, unfortunately, though, rather than fight evil, used it to, say, clean up houses and whatnot and other things that she did. It's been a while since I read up about Mary Poppins.
And, for the people that tune in again, that is just a classic.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Where else are you going to find little prize nuggets like that other than
little
here?
Tidbits. Right? That's right. Prize nuggets. Something we've used before. Yeah, prize nuggets. All right, Tyler. So this character was set to perish after being sucked into the vacuum of space until the writers decided to have her fly back. Have her fly back like Mary Poppins. Oh, super easy. Barely
an inconvenience. Justin, that is, of course, General Leia Organa.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. Absolutely.
Tyler, it is General Leia Organa. And can you tell me what I am referring to?
Absolutely.
What's the pop culture reference here?
I was just going to ask, do I get a bonus point if I can talk about why you say super easy?
Who cares? You're damn right you do.
All right, Justin, that is, of course, pitch meeting, right?
that is from Pitch Meeting. Can you give me the name of the YouTuber who makes the pitch meetings?
Do I get a bonus point for Pitch Meeting?
Yeah, I'll give you half a point. I'll give you a full point if you give me the person who does this.
Oh my god!
I've sent you multiple of his videos, not just Pitch Meetings. It is from Pitch Meeting. You're right.
And you say his name all the time too, and I
do say his name all the time. That's why I thought you would get it. But.
Like while you're having sex, you call it out. I mean, like you say it a lot.
Well, my wife does too, so we're both just calling it out.
Right, you guys are both just screaming his name, which is really strange. But
I don't think it's that strange.
Yeah, well, I do, especially because we're over and like can hear it through the walls, and we're like, Jesus.
Again, I forget that sometimes our parents watch these. Well, I shouldn't say our parents. I think our mom watches. So if you're watching, hi, Mom.
Right now, well, I'm sure she's heard this before. You know what I mean?
True.
Like she's been over to your house. You guys
my bedroom when we lived at home was upstairs, right above Mom and Dad's room. So
right, and so I'm sure it's worth they heard this name screamed out many a time.
I don't think he was famous back then.
No, but that's why you've had a thing for him even before that.
That's right.
Gosh, what is his name? Is it? It's Philip. Andrew. Is it Andrew?
Who is Jigglypuff?
Is it Jigglypuff?
See, nowadays he's fallen back out of Star Wars. He's fallen back.
That's a Star Wars reference. You don't know Jigglypuff?
Jigglypuff is a Star Wars reference.
I mean, it could absolutely be a Star Wars character.
Tyler, it absolutely was from the Pitch Meeting channel. Yes, the name of the YouTuber who does that and runs many other channels, his name is Ryan George.
Ryan George. He's got two first names. It's like Ricky Bobby. How could I forget that?
Yep, Ryan George. By the way,
I get a bonus point though?
Anyway, I will give you a bonus point. And
okay,
this is not in any way sponsored by Ryan George, the Pitch Meetings, but if you don't know who he is, you should watch his videos. He does these little 4 to 7 minute recaps of how absurd certain movies are, and he's got 150 of them. They're hilarious. Check him out, Pitch Meeting Ryan George. It's freaking hilarious.
Ryan George wanted to sponsor it, but we had told him we just got a lucrative deal from Big League Chewy, and so we were like, I'm sorry, Ryan, we just can't right now. But maybe in the down the road, who knows? We'll see.
Maybe down the road. And question number 5, sponsored by Big League Chewy. Here we go. Tyler, the Resistance, Rebels, whatever they call themselves, the same thing interchangeably throughout the sequels, is caught trying to evacuate this planet when General Hux, I don't know, arrives with the First Order.
There's a lot of question writing. I like it. It's just the right amount of lazy. Is the Resistance, Rebels? I don't know. General Hux. I didn't care to look into it. He's referred to both in the movie.
They call him everything. I don't know what's what.
Yep. Do you know this?
Jedi John, what's going on, buddy?
Who cares? What's going on, Jedi John? Nice to see you, buddy. Oh man, we got all the original peeps in that chat.
That's right.
Well, of course,
the
Justin.
Bros.
I do know this. The planet is Dakar. Is that how you pronounce it? D-Q-A-R? Dakar?
That's how I say it, Dakar.
Okay, Dakar.
And that's it. Dakar is correct. A perfect Youngling level. 11 out of 10 because you get a bonus point for the Pitch Meeting Ryan George
that's right.
So well done.
This is the best situation I've ever been in after the first round. I actually have 11 out of 10.
You're 110% so far.
Heck yeah, baby. That's how we do it. This is the game. This is the game. I'm setting myself. This is going to be the
To be honest, I'm going through these questions, and it could be. I think it could be.
I like the sound of that. I like
the sound
of that. I like the sound of a lot of things. Justin, what's your favorite sound?
Oh, boy, I like lots of sounds, Tyler. Sounds are great.
Sounds wonderful. What kind of sounds do you really enjoy? Do you have a favorite sound?
It's funny. Some sounds. It's funny how if they're made by me, they're fantastic, and if they're made by other people, they're disgusting. For example, I'll give you a classic example. If I audibly fart or pass gas, if you will, this is a professional channel. I actually enjoy the sound it makes, and I'm always interested to see what sound it is going to make, right, as it's occurring. Yep. And yet, when someone else around me farts, let's say, for example, a child or a wife, I will look at them like, what is wrong with you, you disgusting human being? It's the worst sound in the world, nails on a chalkboard. But my own, it's always interesting to see how it's going to come out. What about you?
Well, Justin, I will have to say that to be fair to you, your farts sound like a symphony. And so I think that it's not wrong of you to think that. You have to have the most melodic farts I've ever heard in my entire life. I mean,
Mom, we're not here to talk about how amazing my farts are.
I mean, it's great. He can hit like a perfect C with his fart. It's incredible. Has perfect pitch. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. If you get a chance, ask him to play the harmonica with something other in his mouth, if you know what I'm saying. Exquisite. He does Celine Dion's, the Titanic song. What's that one that you do?
My Heart Will Go On.
My Heart Will Go On. God,
yes.
I mean, it's moving, it's beautiful, it's funny, all at the same time. Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you will have to have a clothespin over your nose. It is absolutely rank.
Well,
smells like sewage. Kind of smells like an egg farted into a sulfur pit. But sounds
it kind of smells like Bigfoot's dick.
It's like old Indian food in a baby's diaper. It's kind of like that's a bit what it's like. But the sound, Justin, it's like the sirens of the Odyssey. It just beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But anyway, we're that was quite a tangent. We got onto Justin's melodic farts. What was the question? Was there a question?
You got it. Dakar. You're perfect. Remember? Oh, yeah. Okay. Before we move on to the Padawan level, right? Just a reminder, affiliate links are down in the description. All the products that we use and endorse are down there. If you're a content creator, go down there. It's a great way to support the channel. No additional cost to you. Also, if you're a collector, and I know many of you are, we have an affiliate link for Entertainment Earth down there as well. So if you want to buy any of those collectibles, again, great way to support the channel. No additional cost to you. Entertainment Earth has the no damage guarantee or whatever you call it. I know some people say they've had issues with them. I have never had any issues with Entertainment Earth. Everything I get from them is flawless. So, but hey, there it is. Great way to support the channel. If you'd like to, affiliate links down in the description below.
There we go. All right.
Tyler. And now we're ready to move on to the Padawan level. You're perfect so far. Are you ready to up the difficulty level here? Are you ready?
Dang right I am. This is my Vanderlei Silva for any of those MMA fans out there.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Tyler, according to the all-powerful Force Ghost Yoda, this is the greatest teacher. Hint, it's not a famous astronomer and astrophysicist.
Interesting. So it's not Carl Sagan, I believe, is who you are.
It is not Carl Sagan, is what I was going for. That earns you one Shroot.
I thought you were going to say, but do I get a, is that, can I exchange
the conversion
that
rate
for a
of Shroot bucks to BookBarBro trivia bonus points is 1-to-1. So,
yes. Yeah. Okay. That is great freaking news. Carl Sagan, the namesake of my dog. Unfortunately, we did not know that he was such an idiot when we named him that. It's a bit of a slap in the face to the late, great Carl Sagan. But we thought it was sweet at first, and then he grew into just a big dummy. And now it's kind of like, wow, what do you think of Carl Sagan naming this idiot?
And do you think if Carl Sagan were alive today and you were to meet him and like say he came to your house for dinner and you like introduced him to your dog and then he saw your dog, do you think he'd be like, thanks?
Right. Yeah, I think so. Just he'd like meet the dog and be like,
what an honor.
You. Yeah. Be like, I'm sorry, Carl. I didn't know, dude. I'd take it back.
I should have named him Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's
right, exactly. I would have saved it for my son. Didn't even know I was gonna. I might have. We even talked about it. My wife and I had I not named, had we not named our dog Sagan, we were like, we might have named our son Sagan later on because we love it. One of the people who just gave me a love of science and the cosmos and things like that. Beautiful, articulate speech, a wonderful writer. If you get a chance, read a book called The Demon Haunted World. Science is a Candle in the Dark.
Demon Haunted World is a fantastic
book. Another one, The Pale Blue Dot. Absolutely incredible.
Cosmos,
read those
classic.
Books. Yeah,
so many good books by
Cosmos. Read Cosmos.
So many good books by Carl.
So many good books. Love Carl Sagan. So anyway, got a bonus point there. Now back to the Star Wars, which Carl Sagan, I'm sure, would point out has a lot of physics inaccuracies. But
What do you mean?
Justin,
You can have explosions in space. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
well, they don't have big fiery explosions with sound. There's no air for the fire. There's no air for the sound to propagate. But hey, it wouldn't look as cool, so I'm okay with it. You know, we have to suspend our disbelief. And Justin, according to the all-powerful Yoda, failure was the greatest teacher.
Now, here, I want you to say before you give me your final answer, Templar also said failure. Now, I don't know if that helps.
It absolutely does.
Or does that make you a little nervous?
No, see, it makes me
now
feel
Ray
good.
says massage. Massages are the greatest failure. Also plausible. I'm just saying. Okay.
It could be massage is the greatest teacher. Massage is the greatest teacher. Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. I think that's too deep for even Yoda to fully comprehend.
Too deep for Yoda.
Yeah, but no, it makes me feel good because it showed Templar did indeed watch this movie and he's come to play, and that means I'll probably have to lean on him at one point. So Templar, I love this. That is wonderful to see in the chat right now because I know that it's failure. So now I know that Templar is right again. That gives me good, warm little butterfly feelings. Maybe this is the one. Let's go failure. Final answer.
Tyler, you and Templar are both correct. It is failure is the greatest teacher. You're 6 for 6, and that's 3 more points for a Padawan level question. We're moving right along. Here we go. Question number 7. Pow. This Sister of Roses drops the bombs on the Fulminatrix, destroying the Dreadnought. But at what cost, Tyler? At what cost?
What cost? Indeed. Awesome scene, though. Really love it. Love how they did the bombing and everything in this scene. Really good. And Justin, of course, her sister was Paige Tycho. Paige Tycho was her sister. That's who is in the bomber. Final answer, no doubt about it.
Wow, moving. Okay, well, Paige Tycho is absolutely the correct answer.
Oh, is it Tycho? I honestly have been saying Tycho this entire time.
It's Tycho, I'm pretty sure. But at what
I've been saying it for years, Tycho.
At what cost, Tyler? This is a deep reference that doesn't necessarily relate. So it's very subtle.
But at what cost?
They're very subtle. You need to think more of the way I'm saying it versus what I'm actually saying.
This is a funny reference?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is from a comedy.
But at what cost? At what cost, Tyler?
Oh. Ooh, the way you just said it there, something.
Yeah, it's more in the way I'm saying it versus what I'm actually saying. But at what cost? At what cost, Tyler?
Oh man, why is that? That is tickling me in funny ways. Just like
the cost, of course,
Father Brigadoon used to do.
Being $5.51 is the cost.
$5.51. Taking it very literally. And that's but you know, these movies were set a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So that was a lot of money back then. Nowadays.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Would be a lot more.
You could get a Fulminatrix for $5 back in the day.
Back in my day, you could get a
siege.
You could get a siege dreadnought for $5.51. Back in my day. At what cost? God, oh no, this is gonna drive me insane because the
cost. At what cost, Tyler?
The way you're saying it, it's like.
It's all about the way I'm saying it. It's a tough pull. I will give you one hint.
What? Oh, okay.
It's from The Office.
Okay, it's Kevin who says it.
It is Kevin who says it. What does he actually say? Kevin Malone is the character. I want you to tell me what he actually says.
Like what his line was, or what he's referring to?
No, what he says. I want his line. What does he say? He's talking to himself.
No, Kevin. Can't. Was he like talking about eating a cat or something?
Yeah. So what's the line?
You can't eat cats, Kevin.
That's
Can't
right.
eat cats.
That's right. But you can't eat cats.
Oh my God!
You can't eat cats, Kevin. That is absolutely correct.
Holy crap!
So you are right about Paige Tico, and you get another bonus point for pulling out Kevin Malone.
Okay.
You can't eat cats, Kevin.
You can't eat cats. Wow, that was subtle. Holy crap! But it was the way you said it that made me think I knew it.
Well,
because
I
you
planned on
sold the Kevin
saying
accent.
it like Kevin multiple times. So
Exactly.
okay, all right. Here we go, Tyler. Ooh, maybe this is tricky, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. By the way, I don't know if anybody can see this. I have my dark saber hoodie on right there.
I like that.
That's not a giant glowing black penis. It's actually the dark saber. So just for anybody who is curious.
But if you're curious to see the dark penis,
but
sure.
I do support giant glowing black penises. So
yeah, we're gonna do a wardrobe change later on. And you can see the big glowing dark penis shirt he has. It's exquisite. So just make sure you stick around for that.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Yeah,
people,
one of many penis
this has become a variety show, hasn't it? We just give people a little bit of everything, you know?
Yeah, right. As long as everything includes lots of penis references.
A little bit of everything, all of the time.
All of the time.
Bober.
Here we go. Question number 8. Bober, you get another bonus point for the Bober number.
I am wrecking them up.
Moving right along. Question number 8, Tyler. These are the first 3 words Luke Skywalker says to Rey on Octo.
Gosh, you gotta do those things.
These are the first 3 words Luke says to Rey on Octo. Oh. He's in trouble, or he's at least got to think about it. He's in trouble. He may need the chat's help on this one.
First 3 words. Wow. I've got nothing. I have absolutely nothing.
Oh no!
I know his first. I know his first words. I think, but he kind of yells them at the door, and there's 2 of them. I think he just says "Go away." And what exactly he says to her first? If maybe I'm misremembering, and he says something before that.
Well, when he yells "Go away," if you recall, someone else comes barging.
Yeah,
through the
Chewbacca
door.
comes through, and then they're talking about. Yeah, how did you
These are
get?
the
How
first
did
3
you find
words
me?
He says to her face to face.
Yeah, well, but then he's talking to Chewbacca kind of the whole time, right?
Oh, but I'm talking to Rey. He's talking to Rey. He asks her a question. He asks her a 3-word question. Templar is in here, and he says, Keith Moon knows. That could be it. Templar does say, who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Like, I thought he asked, like...
Now, Templar also clarifies in saying that you can, in fact, eat cats, which is true.
Yeah, I mean, you can. But you're going to be hungry again in a half hour.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
It's a Chinese food joke.
Chinese food joke.
I love Chinese food myself.
You know, I'm very hit or miss on Chinese food. Now,
oh, really? I love Chinese food, man.
You know, when we used to go to Chinese buffets, I would typically always get like the American chicken wings and the mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese.
Right.
Like, and they're just always
famous
the worst.
Chinese staples.
Famous staples of Chinese culture, right? Of Chinese culture. But you know, sometimes I get like the General Tso's chicken, or I get sweet and sour chicken or something. Crab rangoons, though, those are my deal.
Those are
wherever we order from, they have to have crab rangoons, and I will get an entire like package of like 6 or 8 of them for myself. Like, I'll eat the whole thing. They're so good.
They're so good. Well, I've had some places that aren't great.
I have had them a few places where I'm like, these suck, but generally speaking, they're very, very good.
And I've had some though where like they're one of my favorite things ever if they're done right. So good.
Ray says the 3-word sentence is, quote, OMG, you found me. That was a long hide and seek game. You're good. Okay, that could be the 3 words he says.
Maybe if he garbled them, like, and like, I don't know how I could sell that as 3 words, buddy. You wrote words though. I don't. Gosh, who are you? Why did the Resistance send you? I don't know. Templar seems confident here. I thought he says like, "Where's Han?" Is it "Where is Han?" But I think he's saying that to Chewbacca.
He is saying that to Chewbacca.
Okay, so I get the. Okay, well then I don't know. I guess we'll go with, "Oh my God, you found me. That was a long hide and seek game. You're good." I guess we'll go with that final answer.
Always
no, not
rely
final.
on Rey when you're not sure.
All right, I guess we'll go with "Who are you?"
So you're relying on Templar again. Is that your
I'm leaning on him.
final answer?
Final answer.
Tyler, Templar was right. He has gotten you there
Seriously?
again. Who are you? Is
When
the
does he
first thing Luke Skywalker says to Rey. The first 3 words he says.
Wow, Templar, you are holding me
Templar
up.
is on fire.
That's incredible. How did I miss? When did he say it to her?
Right at the beginning, the first time he speaks when they're hanging out there.
Like when they're out on the hill or when they're back in his hut?
No, they're not on the hill. No, they're back. Yep.
They're back like in the hut?
Yep.
Is it after
Are they actually in the hut? I don't know if they're actually in the hut, but...
So it's after the doors smashing scene?
Yeah. I don't think he ever talks to her.
Oh,
Does he?
Okay.
Before that? But anyways, it's "Who are you?" is the first 3 things.
Wow,
that he
yeah,
says
I got
to
so
Rey.
locked into the first line. I like remembered the first line. I thought that was a good trivia question. And I thought that was it, the like go away thing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was something said before and I misremembered. Or maybe this is said after that scene. I don't know. All right, buddy. Hey, we set up Templar. He watched this. I was gonna lean on him. I did, and he saved me. Holy crap! You are the man, Templar. Here's to you, buddy. All right,
Templar has saved you. Here we go. Question number 9. Moving right along. Tyler, this Rogue One director made a cameo in The Last Jedi. He can be seen on Crate, where he's the only Resistance trench soldier without headgear on when shown preparing to defend the Crate base.
Okay, absolutely know this. No problems here because I know who the Rogue One director is. A few other cameos in this whole movie here is that Edgar Wright makes a cameo. He's the director.
Several cameos.
Yeah, he's the director of course, Shaun of the Dead, one of the greatest comedy flicks ever. So good if you haven't seen that. More recently did like Baby Driver and stuff. World's End. He's awesome. He's a great director, and he makes a cameo. Also, Joseph Gordon-Levitt makes a cameo in this movie as well. And who else? Carrie Fisher's dog makes a cameo in this, and I'm forgetting the dog's name.
This is so funny because I was going to ask you about Carrie Fisher's dog.
No way, and I'm blanking on the name.
I was going to say that. Well, I was going to say this actor's dog makes a cameo in the movie. That was going to be one of the questions. But then I thought, am I going too far out? I don't know. But I actually came across that in preparing these and almost asked that question.
In my spreadsheet I've got set up for this movie for when I study it. Like I kind of have it to where like at the top I have it's like, the name of the movie and then the date and, the title and stuff. And then I have like who directed it. I'll have some of the main actors and stuff just listed. I have the main cameos and stuff. And then like afterwards, and then I have the main cameos. And then afterwards I have a list of, okay, here's a character, here's who played them, here's the weapon they use if they use one, the ship they use if they used one, famous lines, and then like famous memorable things they did. I think are all
that's all smart, good stuff. Smart.
Yeah, but stuff. Hey, that's how we do it here. That's how we know this. But of course, Justin, I know that this is Gareth Edwards.
Tyler, Gareth Edwards is correct. You're 9 for 9 with a slew of bonus points to lean on. Let's jump right into our final Padawan question before we jump into the Jedi Knight. Here we go. Luke Skywalker, quote, "Now that they're extinct, the Jedi are romanticized, deified. Strip away the myth and look at their deeds, and the legacy of the Jedi is blank, blank, blank." Now that they're extinct, the Jedi are romanticized, deified. Strip away the myth and look at their deeds, and the legacy of the Jedi is blank. Blank. Blank.
I know it's failure. Hubris is one of them. And I think it's hypocrisy. But I want to take a second to see if Templar.
No, you can't wait for Templar to put the right answer in the chat.
I just want to. No, Justin, I'm just going to think. I'm pretty sure.
The legacy of the Jedi is free from chicken.
Chicken. Right. No. Oh, God. Ray was so close. It was free range chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah. God, Ray. God, you were so close. See, the thing is,
you gotta remember that stuff, man.
Right. The Jedi were very famously against factory farming. And so, for them, it was all about you needed to have free range chickens. If you're going to eat chickens, make sure they're free range. I mean, that's what they always said.
A free range chicken.
Don't give yourself a free range chicken.
How you get it?
I can't
hunt it down with a knife, but you gotta respect the animal.
Oh my God. That is an excellent Marlon Brando.
That's a solid Marlon Brando. Thank you. Yeah. No.
Terrible, Christopher Walken.
That was a Truman Capote. Yeah, but
right. You got to do the watching my butt scene. The best one when you can do a good Christopher Walken is doing the Pulp Fiction. So I put it, the only place I can't do it. So you got to do it.
I'm not. Just, I told you I can't do these things on command. That's not how it works.
Oh no. My.
They have to come randomly, they come sporadically, and they come organically.
And this is why, and I've said this for years, this is why Justin is never going to make it as a voice,
anything.
As a
husband and a father.
Comic. Yeah, this is why Justin is a terrible person all around. I mean, here it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Templar says that was solid, and so I'm not
solid.
So I'm not seeing any answers. And the legacy of the Jedi is that was solid. It was a pretty good legacy. All things
solid legacy,
right?
Solid legacy. Though.
Okay, I was hoping for another hold
jokes,
up
banter. Solid. Here we go.
From Templar. I'm gonna go with it though. I'm pretty confident. I was hoping to get some confirmation, but I'm gonna go with failure, hubris, hypocrisy.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer. Let's lock that in.
Tyler, those three are absolutely correct. It is all three. Now, they are not in the proper order, but I'm going to give it to you.
Okay, let's be cool. I was worried about that.
Yes.
Okay.
It is failure, hypocrisy, hubris. But those are the three, and you are perfect with a slew of bonus points, my friend.
Oh, and that's the Jedi Knight level, baby. And we've got 3 bonus. All right.
And you've got a whole bunch coming in. Before we move on to the Jedi Knight level, just a reminder, thank you so much to our Patreons. We always say it that way. That's how you say it, Patreons. To all of our Nerd Level 1, 2, and 3 Patreon members. And, of course, our Council member, Templar Pops. We appreciate you guys so much, all the support that you give us. If you are interested in supporting the channel, there is a link down in the description below. For those of you that are watching, whether live or on the replay, the next weekly quiz for our patrons has dropped about an hour or 2 or 3 ago. So be sure to hop on there and take that. And guess what, Tyler? Templar still leads the trivia competition amongst the Patreons. And really, he's walking away with it. And he is almost surely in a few weeks going to end up right here in the hot seat playing Book Bar Trivia for some amazing prizes.
That is really exciting.
There are some people that are somewhat close to him, but he would really have to falter for the last few weeks. And, the people that are closest to him would have to really do really, really well. So it's possible. But to me, at this point, Templar kind of has like a 27-10 lead in the fourth quarter. It's just It's not looking good for everybody else. Templars really, really run away with it. So
barring catastrophe, this is
barring
it's Templars to
catastrophe,
lose.
it's probably Templars to lose. I would agree. So
Well,
thank you again to all of our
amazing.
patrons. If you are interested in supporting this channel, there's a link down in the description below. All kinds of tiers, low-level tiers, high-level tiers, whatever you want. Tiers where Tyler and I take it way too far to appease you, whatever you need.
There we have it.
there we have it indeed. All right, Tyler, are you ready for the Jedi Knight level?
Let's do it, man. I'm ready. We're staying perfect. I got Templar on my side. Guy leading our trivia competition. I'm feeling good. Let's do this.
Question number 11. Tyler, these are the 2 clues that the film gives the audience to hint at Luke's force projection during his battle with Kylo Ren on Crate. There are 2 key things that the movie gives away to show that Luke is in fact not a real person battling Kylo Ren on Crate. I want you to give me both.
Yeah, did you catch this the first time around? Did you catch
so
both
what,
of them?
Well, obviously I didn't know it was a force projection.
Right.
But the main one, which I'm not going to give it away because I've been doing this a lot lately.
Right.
The main one, immediately I was like, what?
Right.
You know,
and
like,
I would assume the main one is
why this? Why this?
Why
like,
does
this
his beard look different?
Yeah.
Right. Because
maybe,
I'd say that's the first one.
Why don't you just say the first one? Say the first one.
That his beard is like shaven. Looks looks different. Right. He doesn't have
his
big,
appearance is
beard.
younger. He
Right.
he has a shorter, darker beard, and he has shorter, darker hair.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
yes, the first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, did he like literally like get a haircut and like trim his beard before he went there? Because I'm like, that kind of looks weird. Like he looks younger. And in fact, that was purposeful.
They should have kept, if he really did get a haircut and stuff, they should have absolutely kept that scene in the movie. Because can you imagine what like a Star Wars barber shop would look like? And the kind of banter you would see in that place, like it would be, it'd be some
Wouldn't
alien.
they have stories to tell? Man.
Oh
wow.
yeah, they'd have stories to tell, and it'd
Crazy
be an alien
stories to tell.
that would have like a bunch of arms, right? Because like there'd be multiple arms holding like pairs of scissors,
snipping
right?
that
There'd
stuff.
be a couple of arms with combs.
For
There'd be a couple of arms with like blow dryers and stuff. We should already be writing for Star Wars. That's what it would be. So anyway, and Eddie Murphy would, of course, play every alien in the barbershop.
Yeah, and they'd all be hilarious.
And they would all be super funny.
It'd be a real Norbert situation.
What's that a reference to?
Well, you're talking about, I believe, the Nutty Professor?
Nope. I'm making a very specific reference to a very specific Eddie Murphy movie where he plays every character in a barbershop.
Is it Coming to America?
Coming to America, of course.
Okay.
He plays all the barbershop employee. Well, actually, Arsenio Hall, I think, plays one as well. So that's
Frederick
not totally
will
fair.
Look into this.
That's not totally fair. Okay. Yeah, that's what. Hey, you're not even getting bonus points. So what?
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but it's Coming to America. So it's of course that his appearance changes. Yeah, and then the other one is like the dust on Crate. You don't see it moving typically. They remove that layer, the white layer, and the red, is revealed below. And you see that in everyone else's footsteps. You see that in Kylo's footsteps, but you don't see it in Luke's, indicating that he's not actually there, moving that top layer of, what was it, salt?
I was going to say, what is the layer?
Yeah, is that salt, right?
It is salt. That is correct. And that is correct. Luke's footprints do not move the salt, and they specifically show and hone in several times on his feet and on Kylo's feet. Kylo's feet leave the salt marks and reveal the red as he slides. So yes, those are the 2 ways that the film tried to give away that he was a force projection. That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, and it's very purposeful. Yeah, when you watch it, when you
rewatch it, it's
you're
very,
like, oh
very,
yeah,
very
they were really trying to show you, but you typically miss it that first time. Yep. Oh, and look at that. Did he get this right here? Coming to America, absolutely. That class.
Oh, Templar had Coming to America. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's got that written there. Absolutely great movie. All
right, are we ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Moving right along. Question number 12. Tyler, perfect so far. Tyler, this actor portrays R2-D2 in The Last Jedi, having replaced the legendary Kenny Baker following his death.
Well, there it is. Good night, everybody. There goes the perfect game.
Oh, no. Do you not know this?
Asking an actor question, my kryptonite.
Oh, but you're normally pretty solid at this, and this is R2-D2 and the person who replaced Kenny Baker.
I just don't remember. I could have gotten Kenny Baker. I don't remember who replaced him. I mean, I could guess.
We can wait for the chat. But
I mean,
this is a 6-point question. You have accumulated a lot of bonus questions, or bonus points. So I don't know.
Oh, good. Ray's got an answer. Okay, I'm gonna wait because Ray's got an answer.
Ray has the answer, but he's just not gonna tell Tyler. It's the one time that Ray knows the real answer, and he's just not gonna give it to him.
He's not gonna do it. Gosh, I just don't know. He's played another character. See, like, my only guess is like Warwick Davis.
Now,
that would be
Templar
my guess.
says he knows it. He says he knows it, and he says he knows this. Hold on.
What about Warwick Davis? Does that sound familiar?
He's played another character, Templar says. Okay,
that's
maybe.
That's honestly like my only guess. I don't know who else it was. I don't know this one.
Well, I will let you know that it is not Warwick Davis, star of Life's Too Short, which is one of the funniest things I've ever seen on HBO.
Yep.
I will give you one hint. One hint. Now, you're not an enormous sports guy, so I don't know if you'll get this or not.
Okay.
Maybe the chat will pick this up, Tyler. But I'll just say, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Maybe that'll ring a bell. Maybe that'll give you a hint. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Don't give up.
But Tyler, don't give up. Don't ever give up.
This is a sports reference for the actor who plays R2-D2?
It's a sports reference, yes. And this particular person was a basketball coach who passed away, started a foundation.
Wow, I have absolutely nothing. I don't know. I think there goes the perfect game.
Well, the actual perfect game, we're going to have to tally up your bonus points. You probably have 4 or 5 or 6 bonus points already, too. But
yeah.
So you are blank, and is the answer no answer?
I have no idea.
Tyler, the actor that portrays R2-D2 in The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rogue One is Jimmy V. Jimmy V. V-E-E. Now, the hint I was trying to give you was a basketball coach named Jimmy Valvano who went by Jimmy V. He started the Jimmy V Foundation for, I think it was just cancer research, who died fairly young. And so that's like a famous quote. Once a year during the college basketball tournament, they always play the Jimmy V quotes, the Jimmy V Foundation, and they show his line, "Don't give up, don't ever give up," that he gave at his final speech when he got I think it was a Lifetime Achievement Award at the ESPYs or something before he passed away. So
I didn't know this Star Wars question. You're like, you know what'll give it away to him?
A college basketball question.
College basketball coach question.
Well, but they call him Jimmy V, so I'm like, maybe you had heard the Jimmy V Foundation. Don't give up, don't ever give up. I don't know.
I haven't. I have not. So terrible hint, horrible question, hated everything about it. Moving on.
All right, well.
Goodness gracious.
His
Great
first
balls
miss.
of fire.
His first miss. Moving right along. Question number 13. Tyler, this commander from the Warlenta system will soon share a kiss with another female Resistance member in The Rise of Skywalker. Well, I mean, but not in China.
So you're asking me a question about not this movie, but what will happen in the next movie.
I'm asking you about this commander, and then I'm giving you a hint by telling you that this commander will share a homosexual kiss with another female member of the Resistance.
I see.
In the next movie.
So I thought this was payback for last week, me keeping you on your toes very purposefully by asking you a question that was not related to The Force Awakens, but was in fact the Rise of Skywalker. And so I figured this was a reference to that.
Had I remembered that, that would have been so much funnier.
If I just remember that. The minute I saw this, I was like, "Oh, he's just trying to get back at me here."
No,
that's not why you did it.
In the Last Jedi, and I just did this as an additional hint. But it would have been so much funnier if I just randomly asked you like an Empire Strikes Back question.
That's what I thought you were doing here. Okay, well, I do know
Tyler on Hoth.
Right, so Justin,
The Last Jedi trivia.
I do know this commander. It is Commander Larma. Is it Diaci? Diaci?
I say
Diaci?
well, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. I don't know.
I've always said Diaci.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer. Lock it in.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's Larma Diaci is the name of the commander. So close. So close. Yes, that's correct. I say Diaci, but I don't know which one it is. But
I know that
there we
one.
go.
I've asked you who she kissed before.
Yes, you and I still don't remember that person's name.
I don't even remember. I wrote the question.
I still don't remember her name.
That's
because
I
was started reading that question and I was like, Commander Diaci, and then you asked me who she kissed, and I was like, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. That is a tough one. All
Here
right,
we go. Question 14. Moving right along. Tyler, this male Abenito totally ratted out Finn and Rose for a ghastly parking violation that definitely required justice to be done. Good for him for standing up and saying something about that parking violation.
It's honestly one of the more noble moments that we see in Star Wars. A citizen just doing their civic duty. And I really thought that was a beautiful moment. And it's like, it seems like the movie's trying to make, we should be rooting for Finn and Rose. And it's like, well, no. They committed a ghastly parking violation.
Yeah.
Right? It's like there's a reason that those are in place. They shouldn't have done it. And of course, it was none other than Slow and Low, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who was the one who called them out, and justice was indeed done. Wonderful question, Justin. Locked in final answer.
Tyler, that's absolutely correct. And when you said Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you have a tendency to do this. We talk about this all the time. You sometimes, when you're answering another question, you go on like a rabbit hole of like explaining too much about other related things.
I've been way better about it.
On multiple occasions, I've had to be like, stop, But in this time, you started doing all the cameos, and I was almost going to be like, shut up. But
I think I've been way better.
You said Joseph Gordon-Levitt earlier, right? But you didn't say the name of the character, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, so, because I think like Edgar Wright just plays like another resistance soldier. Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays obviously Slow and Low, and Carrie Fisher's dog plays General Hux. And so like I knew who they all played.
I thought you were gonna say plays Vice Admiral Holda.
Vice Admiral Holda. But yeah, so I already knew him, but I just didn't dish him out. But all right, I'm moving on. Okay, one more left. Let's see what you got for me.
Here we go. Final question of the Jedi Knight. Question number 15, Tyler. This child stable hand clearly has some serious force powers, as we see him grab a broom at the film's end. Foreshadowing? No, you'll never hear from him again.
Yeah, no, it's no foreshadowing. He went on to sweep stables the rest of his life.
And then he died.
He died alone, hungry, emaciated, a very sad, tragic end to a meaningless existence. And of course, Justin, that child is none other than Tamiri Black.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Wow, that was a good one. I thought that was the toughest pull of the bunch. Now, you did ask me, I think maybe in my bonus question, the first time around months ago, and I struck out on all three. I was like, oh my God, I don't remember their names.
Oh yeah. I forget.
So this
I asked you like the kids,
the
the stable hand. I asked the kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
And so this was kind of like my payback to be like, okay, but was he paying attention? Could he at least give me the main kid who's seen at the end of the film grabbing the broomstick? Foreshadowing? Nope. If you want to have force powers in this world, you need to have a magic grandpa as Vito. Is it Gisaldi? Is that Gisaldi? Is that how he says his name? Do you know who Vito Gisaldi is?
Yeah, he's a basketball coach. Started
And he started a cancer foundation,
Cancer
Awareness
Foundation. Right? I think you were
Uh,
just talking about.
Yes, Vito. That's his name. So he actually has a YouTube channel. Vito Gisaldi. Sorry, Vito, if I'm pronouncing this wrong. But he has done a lot of Star Wars reviews. He kind of like picks them apart, but it can be funny, right? You know?
Right.
And I remember him like doing the thing about this. Like, are we setting up this kid? No, psych. You need to have a magic grandpa. If you don't have a magic grandpa, we don't care about you. You don't get to have force powers. And he was actually just in the news. I don't want to talk about, I guess, necessarily super controversial things, but the stream's almost over. No one's going to make it this far into the video, right? And they've had enough of us by now. Everyone's gone.
I'm going to say, we could tell a list of our fears, our social security numbers right now. No one's going to see it.
Yeah, and so he has this YouTube channel, which he can be very funny. I watch it. And there was this walkout at Netflix. I don't know if you heard about this recently.
Yeah.
Netflix had this organized walkout about Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So Vito Gisaldi was one of the two guys who went and picketed with the signs that said "Jokes are funny. We love Dave Chappelle." I don't know if you read about this, the Netflix thing or whatever.
No, I've just heard briefly about it.
So a couple of guys, these two guys, him and his buddy, who he does like a podcast with too, they went to Netflix and they said they like counter protested on behalf of comedy, saying like Dave Chappelle is a comedy legend. He's just making jokes. Like he offends everyone. Comedians offend everyone. You need to have thicker skin. That's basically what they're saying. Like he doesn't hate you. He's just making jokes. And it's like, that's what comedians do. And, you know, the Netflix people like got very violent with them. They like took their signs, they ripped them, they broke them, they like pushed them back. They shoved his one friend who like hit his head on the cement. And the whole time while they're doing this, they're yelling how like these two guys have weapons and how like they're being dangerous and violent. And then the Associated Press like printed something. I'm going way down the rabbit hole, but like I feel like this is what we talked about. And like the Associated Press talked about comedians assaulting peaceful protesters at a trans rights rally at a Netflix walkout. And then these videos leaked that Vito and a few other people had. And like the Associated Press had to retract all these reports. And these guys may be suing like all these people who assaulted them now. And like they've been on national news like for going there and like being assaulted, and all these articles that were written totally backwards about them. And I just thought that was crazy how it's like just comedy. And I remember this guy talking about Star Wars, and he goes to talk about jokes, and he ends up getting assaulted, and now he's on national news all the time. What a weird segue that was. What a long, weird segue that was.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I've only heard like really briefly about that. I try not to dive deep into the whole culture war stuff that is just an ongoing thing that is never ending. Because it's all like, you know, I read about the Netflix walkout thing, and it's like it's a couple dozen people, and it's like, it's a huge, gigantic company. Some people were offended. It's their right to be offended, just as it was Chappelle's right to do the comedy, and people can enjoy it. People can hate it. That's just how things work.
People can pick it right.
Right. So like that's
both sides do your thing.
But I didn't hear about all that business. Like, that's pretty fucked up. So like assaulting people and then lying about it and stuff, because then clearly they lied to the press, and then the videos got released, and then shit really hits the fan, because now you're in trouble. Because now if they had you as a source saying that shit, and then turns out you had videos showing the complete opposite, you're liable for some shit, because you were trying to absolutely tarnish their reputations and stuff. That's messed up.
It was pretty crazy. But the long story short, just made me think of this guy and what he's going through, and I feel bad for him. Hope he keeps going and goes after those people. But he has a funny channel too, and he talks about Star Wars a lot. And he's a comedian, so it's kind of like how we're talking about how you make fun of the things that you love. You and I like to make fun of Star Wars sometimes. Not everything about Star Wars is perfect. We love Star Wars. We make fun of it all the time. And he has some great like teardowns of like The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. But again, he's not just ranting on them because he hates them necessarily. He rants on them like in a funny, prepared, long joke video, and it's very funny. Anyways,
which can be some of the best ways to rag on him.
Exactly. Exactly.
like people who make fun of Star Wars, we're huge Star Wars fans doing a Star Wars trivia thing.
Yeah, we know
Some
where
of
it
those
has
videos
flaws.
of
You make fun
people
of things we
ragging
don't
on
like.
Star Wars
Yeah.
is like the funniest things ever because some of them they're absurd and wrong, but it's still funny, and some of them it's because they're absolutely right. Like, but it can be funny either way, right? There doesn't have to be a kernel of truth for it to be funny. Sometimes things are funny because they're absurd or because they're purposefully wrong, or sometimes it is because they're a kernel of truth or they're hitting the nail on the head. It just depends on the situation. But
that's right. All right. Well, that was a long enough side rant. Sorry, everyone, for going down that rabbit hole. But trying to make his voice heard, Vito, Gisaldi. I'm sorry, I'm Vito. I'm saying it wrong constantly. I know you watch the channel. I know you're a huge fan. Everyone's a huge fan of us.
We have over 100 and then say you had weapons.
As the opening crawl said, we are climbing the ranks of YouTube. Yeah. We're about to take it over soon. So, and now it's the last call. So pick up your glasses, whatever it is you're drinking, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Tyler, I'm running low too, so I'm going to slam this. We're going to do your bonus question, signature sign-off time, and we're out of here. You ready?
All right. Cheers, buddy.
You have so much more beer than I do.
I just poured some more. Cheers to you. Cheers to those watching, the millions around the world. Love you all so much. Thanks for being here.
Drink Michigan beer. I'm not, but I mean, you should.
Let's do this.
Boom.
Cheers, Templar, buddy.
Another. Cheers, Templar. That's right. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Tyler. Ancient Jedi texts. Tyler, name the tree that Luke kept the books in. And give me the 4 scriptures that the books and the scrolls contained. 3 points for each one you can give me.
Okay, the tree is a Uneti tree.
That is correct. The tree is an Uneti tree. Now, there are a collection of 8 bound books and scrolls. However, right, there are only 4 scriptures in those. It was kind of confusing. I made sure I read about it and confirmed it all. Ooh. So there's only 4 scriptures, 4 things now that you're looking to give me.
So I could even have this wrong. It has been a minute. But I used to have a process for remembering some of these.
Okay.
The Chronicles of Bruzba.
That's correct. The Chronicles of Bruzbu are correct. That is one of them. You're at 6 points already. You only have to give me 4 out of 5 to get all 11 points in this round.
If I'm seeing this correctly, Aeonamica?
That is correct.
Am I saying
again,
it
not
right?
sure the Aeonamica, whatever.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Two
I haven't...
volumes of that, but yes, okay, that's 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4.
And Ramagan?
Tyler, the Ramagan is also correct. That is full Jedi bonus points. Can you give me the last scripture?
No, in my spreadsheet,
that's so weird because this is the easiest one. That should be the easiest to remember, in my opinion.
I must admit, in my spreadsheet, I only have 3
because this one has the most normal name. This one, like, like you just got all the ones that have crazy names, and then this one has just kind of like a normal name.
Because then, like, in my spreadsheet, I have those 3, and then afterwards, I talk about like some of the Force powers that then they found from it, like Simul Futurus and stuff like that. Like that's one of the new Force powers that's learned from reading the. It's not new, but you
Force
know what I mean.
projection.
Force projection and stuff like that. So they talk about. Those were the ones that I have remembered. So I must have just made a terrible mistake if this is the easiest one somehow. To Book of the Wills.
Now there's somebody who has. Because there's the wills and things, and somebody has a great Instagram channel who's always posting like these sweet pictures of like Star Wars books and things. And I think it's called Journal of the Wills is the name of the Instagram channel.
Journal of the Wills.
Like,
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I love their channel though. I like all of their posts. Like it's always these really cool Instagram like pictures of all the comics and books and things in Star Wars. Yeah, I like that.
Well, I've said forever, there is some people on Etsy who make replicas of the Jedi texts that look awesome. And
I bet they're freaking awesome. Yeah.
I really want it, but they're pretty expensive. And so because it's like handcrafted, like super detailed to make it look just like the movie. And so they're great, but they're expensive. So it's been hard to pull the trigger on. But it's like, what better for the BookBarBros doing Star Wars than to have those books on the shelf? But man, oh man.
Well, now what did I?
We're
get
gonna
you
need
for
at
your
least.
birthday?
We're gonna need a couple hundred more followers
Before we have that kind of cash.
before we can throw on that kind of money.
What did I get you for your birthday?
You did get me some awesome. You got me the Shakespeare versions of the original Star Wars trilogy, which I have wanted. I remember we even talked about those one time at the bookstore together, and I was like, "How great is this?" It's just so wonderful, and shows you almost when you read it, kind of like the beauty of the general Star Wars story, especially in that original trilogy, and like how you could almost see that as a Shakespearean play. With the type of the type of drama that unfolds and stuff like that, and the twist. It's just wonderful. And I haven't found a spot on the shelf for it yet because I actually have it on my nightstand. I have like a little mini bookshelf on my nightstand, and I put it there because I love it. I love the look of it. But I should because I have a bunch of Star Wars books here, I should probably take some of my Star Wars books from my room and put them out here. But like when you find the look of a shelf that you like, it's hard to move, especially when I'm sitting by every night.
For the longest time, the bookshelves have kind of settled down behind me here, and obviously I don't really have them illuminated. But for a while there, it was like every week or two, I'd totally move everything around. Like I would just take it all down and just reorganize everything, and then I'd spread more things out, and then I'd put more Funko Pops, then I put less Funko Pops, and then I move stuff around constantly.
Yeah,
but it's fun. It's fun. Like I like rearranging them. But
I'm gonna say I do too. It's like a whole project. It's great. Get those creative juices flowing. Move them books.
Get those creative juices flowing.
All right.
Do you have any idea what the Last Jedi text is?
I'm embarrassed. I'll say that the Book of the Wills because I honestly do not know.
I mean, it's a fair guess. It's incorrect, but it is Poetics of a Jedi. Poetics of a Jedi is the last scripture.
Did not have that written down somehow. I missed it. So how many? So I get 3, 6, 9, 10.
You get the full 11 points.
Oh, I get the full 11.
Because I said you only had to get 4 out of 5 to get full 11.
Right. To get the full 11. Yeah. Okay. So what's my final score? What did I end up at here?
Boy, I have no idea. I have no idea, to be honest with you. You only got one question wrong, from what I recall. You missed one 6-point question.
Okay, and I marked down, I don't know if I had any more, but I marked down 3 bonus points that I had for sure.
There you go. 63 out of 66. There you go.
But I don't think I beat your 64 last week. I'm pretty sure is what you had.
Is that what I had last week? Was 64?
Yeah, with the bonus, because remember I even gave you 1 bonus point after the round, giving you 64. So you beat me last week. Wow. Okay, so we're feeling it. That was great. Those were fun, wonderful.
The bonus points help,
Justin.
right? But nobody ends up flipping tables afterwards, and it's a little fun extra thing for everybody.
It is a fun one, and I love throwing in the bonus points. But you didn't have any help last week. Templar saved me on a question this week.
He did save you on the one.
He did save me on one.
Who are you? The who are you question. That's right.
I was not going to guess anything even close to who are you. So it was not as impressive as your round. So thank you, Templar, for that assist, buddy.
They're both equally impressive. But
and Ray almost helped with the free chickens one. If he would have put free range chickens, he almost had that one. So close, Ray. So close. Next time, buddy.
Next time, indeed. All right, and with that, it is time for Tyler's signature sign-off. For those of you that don't know, Tyler sends us off every week with a signature sign-off. And Tyler, I just can't wait to hear what you have in store for us today. Tyler, what's going on for our sign-off today?
Well, Justin, as always, my force abilities are world-renowned. Right. I mean, I think I've demonstrated this. I think I've shown this time and time again. But what I like to do is I like to try to learn more about your force abilities because I feel like you don't know enough about yourself. And today is a day of discovery. You're going to learn more about yourself. And I think in turn, we're going to learn more about you. Because Justin, today,
me? Okay.
Yeah, is what we're going to call a test of your force attraction. Your force attraction. So what's going to happen, is I'm going to show you just some pictures of some various Star Wars characters, and I want you to just focus and react as you think you should to these characters. Just relax, let the force flow through you, And here we go. So this is Ayla Sakura. Okay, you feeling
Sakura.
anything? You sensing anything here? Okay,
not really.
Just hey, clear your mind.
She's very beautiful. She's very beautiful.
Okay,
and,
clear your mind. Clear your mind. Nothing. Okay. All right. Well, how about we put this on for size here?
Oh, look at Obi-Wan there.
Yeah. So what about Obi-Wan there?
That's yeah. Okay. Well, no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think anything.
You don't think you see?
Anything.
You don't think you're feeling anything there? Nothing
no, I don't
really.
Think so.
Nothing.
No,
Okay,
so.
just
No,
clear your mind. Okay. All right. Well, let's try. How about a little Leia in a costume here? A little slave Leia.
Ooh, oh yeah, I'm liking that.
Are you sure? Because for me, my Force sense, I feel like your Force got a little flaccid.
No, I don't think so. I like that one a lot. Let me look.
Are you sure?
Ooh, she's beautiful. Look how beautiful she is.
Okay. Well, let's try this one here. What about this? Just let the Force flow through you there.
Nope.
Nothing.
No, this isn't really doing anything for me. No.
Nothing there?
No.
Are you sure, buddy?
Nope.
Because if you look at those pecs, they are defined. The way the sweat is just glistening off of them.
That's just a guy with his shirt off. It's not a big deal. I don't even care.
Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Just stay calm, free your mind, and let's move on to what about this one here, Just?
I don't feel anything about that.
Nothing. Justin.
Hoisted by my own petard.
Oh my God, that's not your petard. That's your party pickle, Justin. Oh my God, this is not. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not how I meant for this to go. Justin killed by his own Force boner. I am sorry you all had to witness that. It is something you'll never be able to unsee. And I'm sorry. Good night, everybody.